Mean anything. We should be in for a heck of a series. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Jaden Ivey is out there with George. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Bailey. And it's Adebayo in at the 4 slot. And for Los Angeles, DeAndre Hunter out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Doncic. Then it's MP. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Taking a look at the Lakers. Well, they got to be happy with how this series started. Splitting the first 2 games. Now, here they are at home.
Yeah, as the lower seed, you just want one of those first 2. Now, they've stolen home court advantage and are in a pretty good position in this series.
Now, here's Doncic. No good on the 3.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Ivey. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's MP. Pass to Doncic. Back to MP. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Adebayo. And the shot is good.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Here's MP. Back to Doncic. From the baseline. Good on the shot.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Adebayo. From down in the low post, it goes. Adebayo's got his second basket.
And he is no stranger to physical basketball. Adebayo has to deal with plenty of contact down low.
Here's Medina, and the dunk by MP.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Bailey nailed from three-point land.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
MP against Ivey. MP with the bounce pass. Doncic kicks to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. MP's got 5 points so far.
Coming right back, MP with a huge 3.
Vanderbilt against Adebayo. Pass to Bailey. Back to Adebayo. Now, here's Ivey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over MP. The shot by Ivey, no good. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Adebayo against Vanderbilt. Adebayo with the screen on MP. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. There's Medina. And he makes good on the layup. He has 7. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Ivey. And it's Bailey in the corner. Will it go? And finished off by Bailey.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
The orchestrator. Doncic knows where everyone is at all times and completely dictates the pace.
The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now, MP. He's got 7. Doncic with a screen for MP. Down low, Doncic. Excellent D there from George.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Now, here's Doncic. MP deciding where to go with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Keontae George picks one up.
The defense doesn't want to give Doncic an inch of space inside. That's why he's at the line so much.
All free throws good from Doncic. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 7. Pass to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Adebayo. That's good from 17 feet away. Adebayo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
MP outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Ivy dishes to George. Pass to Bailey. Doncic against George. Adebayo with a screen on Doncic. A nice shot by George.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ivy against MP. Back to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And here's MP for 3. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Here's Bailey. Covered by Hunter. George against Doncic. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closer. That gives them the lead. 6 points for George.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. The 3 from MP. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He ended up with 37 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he could repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Kessler with it. Nothing on the board. And here's Ivy. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ivy's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time, what a play from Ivy.
Over to the wing. Caruso kicks to Green. Launches a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Ivy. Banked in off the glass.
And that's a testament to Ivy's strength. Remarkable job converting through the contact.
MP outside. Inside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Lakers make... Utah leading. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Baldwin. George is out there with Collier. And it's Arthur in at the 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Doncic against George. Doncic passes to Medina. Doncic kicks to MP. Back to Doncic. But Doncic very comfortable down low.
It's smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
George finds Arthur. Here's Collier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's MP. Doncic outside. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. On up the court. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop. Never a bad idea.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from MP. Here's the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Doncic dishes to MP. Doncic with a screen for MP. Doncic kicks to Hunter. On the wing, MP. He's got 13. Doncic, no good. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Collier. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Arthur.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
MP outside. Pass to Doncic. MP outside. Doncic with a screen for MP. George with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Count that one. And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Takes a step back. From 11 feet away, Utah with the rebound. To the middle. Nice shot by Arthur. Arthur's got 11 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
MP outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic passes to Medina. Back to Doncic. This one for 3. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from MP.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Johnson, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Utah. Haley comes in for Collier. The Lakers on D. Now, here is George. He's got 8. Adebayo the screen. And George with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Doncic. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Pass to Adebayo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Adebayo with a screen on MP. 4 on the clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Baldwin can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 6. Johnson surveying the floor. MP outside to the paint and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Draymond Green comes in for Luka Doncic. Utah leading by 6. Pass to Bailey. Inside, it's tipped and taken away by Johnson. MP dishes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Now Bailey. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now, here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Bring it up for MP, a 3.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Ivy, no one around him. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP passes to Simmons. Johnson outside. Back to MP. Pass to Simmons. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. MP, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's Green. On the wing, MP. Tough make for MP, down low.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Now George, 10 points for him. Here's Adebayo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Alex Caruso is checked in for Hunter, and it's Mobley in for Johnson. And Utah also making a switch. Arthur's checked in. Now here's Mobley. He has 5. And they double up Simmons. Green passes to Caruso. His 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 7. Arthur inside. Defended by Caruso. Nice shot by Arthur.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Simmons passes to Medina. Screen by Simmons. And here is Caruso. Simmons sets a screen for MP. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Ivy. Kessler with it. Pass to Adebayo. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And so it's the Utah Jazz out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the Los Angeles Lakers. You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. In good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but
And that about wraps it up. And as the third...
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
They've got Hunter. Vucevic is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Adebayo down low. He's against Vanderbilt.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now, here's MP. Rebounded by Bailey.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
In the corner, Ivy with it, and stolen by MP. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. Now, here's MP. Doncic with a screen on Ivy. Medina the pass to Doncic, and stolen by Ivy. Ivy on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Ivy's got his third basket of the night.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
MP dishes to Doncic. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his fifth rebound in this one. George up top. Guarded by Doncic. Adebayo the screen. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Doncic passes to Medina. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doncic kicks to Vucevic. Clock at 6. And it's good for 2. Vucevic has got his first bucket in this one.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Back to Adebayo. Kessler setting the pick for Adebayo. Back to George. Down low. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Doncic outside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
George passes to Bailey. To the middle. Vanderbilt against Adebayo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Lakers trail by 20. Doncic outside. Hunter sets a screen for Doncic to the inside. It's stolen by Bailey. And they're pushing it up. Here's Ivy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A willingness to put himself on the line. Ivy going directly into the heart of the defense.
Both shots good from the stripe. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And here is MP. 26 points for him. Doncic outside. To the paint. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Here's Bailey. Covered by Hunter. Here's Adebayo. A rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by George. And now Utah, fast break. Another miss by Utah.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
In the corner, it's MP. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 29.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. 6 to shoot. Over Hunter. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. 18 points for Ace Bailey.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Here's George after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Pass to Ivy. Adebayo with a screen on MP. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Floats one. Doncic, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Johnson for 3. Rebound, Utah. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Medina. Lakers trail by 18. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Doncic. Drops one in from the wing. Doncic has got 18 points.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
MP with the bounce pass. It's Vucevic, top of the key. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Simmons checked in for Vucevic. Here's Doncic. He's got 18. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Now, here's Doncic. And again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense. And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
George passes to Ivy. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 19. MP outside. Pass to Doncic. Now Hunter. He's guarded by Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. MP, good. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Back to George. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. And here's Adebayo. A three-pointer, no good. MP against Kessler. Medina the pass to Doncic. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The quick look, no good that time. Utah leading by 19. Ivy kicks to Adebayo. On the wing, George. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Kessler. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Kessler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Utah ends up going with the new group. So on the floor for Utah, we've got George. Also Collier out there. Baldwin out there with Bailey. And it's Arthur in at the power forward.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Green following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Hunter. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Collier. Back to Arthur. Good defense by MP. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Doncic from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 10 points here in the 2nd half.
This is his 2nd 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Now here's Arthur. Pulls from the top of the key, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Baseline jumper. Arthur grabs the board. Jazz leading by 23. Pass to George. Baldwin looking for the opening. Green with the block.
This is the lockdown defense you expect from Green. So good at anticipating attacks.
Bailey with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Hunter. On the wing, MP. Green with a screen for MP. Fires from the line. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Down low, here's Arthur. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Doncic with a screen for MP. And the dunk by Doncic.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Now, here's Adebayo. Fires the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Vucevic kicks to MP. He takes it in. Rebound, Utah. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Bailey wants to get it to Kessler and does. Over MP. Another miss by Utah. Lakers trail by 21. No good from the wing. Ivy with it. To the middle to end the cold streak. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Inside and stolen by Ivy. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, fast hands from Ivy, forcing the offense to make a mistake.
George against Doncic. Takes the three. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Ivy. Here's Bailey. Offline with his three.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
There's the triple. Good on the triple. That's 12 points for Jaden Ivey.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
MP outside. Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Keontae George picks one up.
What did...
Vanderbilt the pass to MP. Here's Hunter. MP outside. Doncic with a screen for MP. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Arthur. To the inside. Here's Baldwin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Vucevic checked in for the Lakers. MP outside. That three off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Pass to Arthur from outside the arc. And Utah, another three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Here's Collier. Miles with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Arthur for the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Arthur's got 11 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
MP with the bounce pass. Oh, Vucevic in position. MP outside. Vanderbilt setting the pick for MP to stop the run. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And he shows the focus there. So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin,